Powered by Unreal Engine 4. Movie games. Game developed by Atomic Jelly. Oh, that's not good. Three Squadron Battle Britain. And welcome to Group Walkthroughs Gameplay Video 3 Squadron Battle Britain. I'm the Schwein, so here we are playing another flying game, and this one's a bit interesting. There's two reasons. One, it takes view of pilots of exile during World War II, which I believe you are part of a Polish fighter squadron, who is now part of the RAF, trying to take back their homeland. And also an interesting one in which you get to modify your aircraft and play mechanic-ish, and walk around your base, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so it just came out August 31st, 2018, for the price of $19.99. However, it's on sale for opening week for $16.99. Well, anyway, let's get started. First, gotta look at options, as is my way. Unknown mode off, be right back. Better. Makes it be a 660 sharpening. Max. Distance max. Bloom. Sure, max. 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 That's better. Max it out. We got the mouse computer. Audio. That's fine. Key bindings. Now, this is mostly an arcade game. And we turn the sharpening down a bit. Gameplay gore off the queue, Imperial units on. Kill cam enabled. That looks fine. Okay, let's start. This game should have controller support. 1940.
When we first arrived to Britain, we felt lost. So many months without a real home. So many months of disregard for our country and for us. The days of rigorous training in Demlin Academy seemed like a sweet dream. A curious thing, the soldier's life. At time of peace, you sometimes secretly long for war. It may seem a thing you are made for, a test, an adventure even. Yet, when it starts, all you want is to defeat your foes as fast as you could, to end the tragedy and save lives. We lost our country. We also weren't able to help saving France. Britain was the last stop for Nazi Germany. And for us, it was time to fight. I learned I will be joining number 303 Squadron, and was expecting to see some familiar faces there. We all were hoping to continue the great traditions of our former units, and with more modern equipment, we knew this time we have a real chance of triumph. When I arrived to RAF Norfolk Air Station, I felt ready for any challenge.
Alright, August 30th, 1940. When I arrived at RAF Norfolk Air Station, I felt ready for any challenge. Loading. But when it was in early access, I watched another LPer, I forgot who, play this, and he commented a lot on the voice acting. Which, the voice acting is not terrible, it's mostly how the audio is handled. Like, it was very stop and go and very boxy and stuff like that. But they did use real polls, actually, which is good for immersion and realism. And supporting polling is Polish because the Polish don't have many games. And how do I enable controller support? Advanced? Ah, I enable it by adding it. It might not like the 8-bit Duo NES Pro controller. So we can change that and grab the Switch controller. Swap it out. I'm gonna need to turn off the NES Pro controller first. Gotcha. Oh, I should press that first, really. Thinking about it, I should press that first. Okay, add input access. Yeah. Hold that on shoulders. There you go. Configure access. No, we don't want you. Oh, whoops. Ah! Getting all crazy. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, shoulder. Shoulder. And throttle. Throw up, throw down. Okay, that did it. Oh yeah, basically the inner buttons are left and right trigger. Yes, I'm using the controller in which has inline shoulder and triggers. Yes, I'm doing that. No, that's fine. Nice that you play this game with the keyboard. How about A? Fire guns. B. And I'm using. I'm not. I'm calling out the Nintendo buttons, but in reality that'll be X, and then O will be. O would be A. So B. Reload guns. Y. I mean X. I mean yeah Y because it's Nintendo. Game hold zoom. Y. Maybe. How about up D-pad? No, left. Left, R3. Left stick. Ground vertical. Ground horizontal. So looking around, need that. Change control mode. B, okay, I'll keep that. Okay, sounds about right. I need to do it for walking, don't I? Yes, I need to do it for walking. Very simple controller setup. No Prima controls though. That's fine. Airfield. Walk forward. Walk sideways. Ground horizontal. Ground vertical. I really like the system. There's no guesswork. Perform an action. Get A. Sprint. Make that. Right stick. Playing has a controller. Get mouse memory. Yeah, right stick. Like some flying games, jump. Oh, SPA. Might as well be Y. Oh, we got something inverted. Yeah, we got something inverted. Left, right. That's what I thought. Oh wow, the graphics have gone better since the early access, and we're slightly moving backwards. Okay, we need to start. Man. Start doesn't do anything. No. Ah, that's simple. Okay, there we go. Bicycle, get around quickly. Okay, strafing's offline. I should just seriously just use keyboard for just walking around the base because I have to get to the menu using the thing that is horizontal walk sideways. I actually beat the mouse because I have to use that. Okay, there we go. If the dual works perfectly in this game, yeah, just basically for Windows 7 you need the adapter. For Windows 10 you don't exactly need it because Windows 10 actually fits it better. Yeah, it's the Elsters Club. Hi, Mr. Julian Fields. Okay, let's not use controller for walking. Too jerky. Too jerky. Actually, wait, hold on. I need to move up my chair because I was whipping it around to find because my speakers broke or Logitech just hates me, which that's actually true. So I moved my chair forward to mess around with it, but I didn't actually. I put it too far back, so let's put it right there. Okay, there you go. All right. Okay, stop recording. What are you doing? Oh, whoops, sorry. Oh my, I'm hitting a controller. Right. All right, sorry about that. Oh, we'll just use controller for flying. Well, yeah, the graphics aren't half bad for any title. Hi. I guess the Polish Air Force and the RAF. What are these little files? Oh, and here's I forgot to turn off the lights in my room. I did record pretty quickly. Read. On the day of the life, say pilots when they're on release. This is very unpleasant superstition that many pilots will die the first day they return to combat after release. Superstitions are part of a pilot's life. One should never succumb to them, though. This is true. Yeah, I recorded quickly to record Crystal Clear, a Pokemon Crystal total conversion mod, or ROM hack as the kids call it. As it's supposed to be called. Here's the Officer's Club. Actually, here's the Officer's Club. Okay, I'll be coming there only to hang out, unless the character demands otherwise. There are a few golden rules of aerial combat. Well, First things you need to know when you can distinguish ailerons from elevators and control sticks from the throttle. You must remember about aggression, discipline, and intuitive and teamwork. Shoot from a short distance using short bursts with certainty. Focus, but be cautious. Retain altitude and never fly straight for longer than 30 seconds. Act fast and move overthinking. When diving, make sure your mates cover you. Enter combat and attack swiftly, then move out. Pretty good advice. Make sure one who's going to read it since it's optional. Officer Club again. Get upstairs, I suspect. The Queen, question mark? Queen Princess. Somebody. Air Force is a branch of the military quite different than infantry, mechanized units, and Navy. While most crews suffer bad conditions and are constantly in danger, pilots leave lavish lives, spending time playing games, socializing, conquering hearts of women, hanging around at bars, or even attending parties. They love to drink heavily, especially when next day's forecast claimed weather insufficient for flying. But once scrambled to combat, they all turn into killers, alone, speeding, and a fragile crate with wings towards the enemy and aiming to kill before being killed. The constant switching between leisure and stressful combat was performed by them over trenches, even if it took a toll on their lives. Being accustomed to pleasant downtime, pilots are most eager to escape the enemy when captured. Yeah, but killers. That's what the enemy calls their people who fight for them. We call them warriors or pilots. They're not killers. Killers are cold-hearted people who are not good people. Killers are people that think about the next murder instead of thinking about fighting for their country, their ideals, or what they're fighting for. Fighting to save lives instead of take lives. You get the picture. Other things may be different, Bren. That is the fine print. Maintaining an altitude is one of the most important rules of aerial combat. Being higher grants ability to gather energy for attack or more for maneuvers, as it is easier to fly downwards and climb. Maintaining altitude is also extremely important when ground offenses are involved. Anti-aircraft weaponry has limited range, and so does a quarter barrage balloon. Another important factor is better invisibility. RAF begins special missions called Jim Crow. That's an unfortunate name. Where most modern planes are able to patrol the south coast of Britain on topmost altitude and report all Luftwaffe movement over the English Channel. I wonder why it's Jim Crow. That must be some British guy. Has to be. Can't have anything in relation to the unfortunate part of the South's history. Alright, let's take this. Another thing is the pilot would never call himself a killer. Unless, of course, they are demoralized. Let's take the bike. Forward transport, I never did in real life. Okay, let's get the other file. I much prefer walking, scooters, stuff like that. But, yeah. Oh, there. Okay, going with trouble on the road, that's fine. Read. Term Blitz means lightning. Was a Luftwaffe campaign aimed at bombing Britain. First, Germans conducted massive air attacks against industrial targets, but then they turned to attacking civilians. The Blitz began with radio in London aimed at drawing our fighters into a total war in the air, where erasing Britain cities from the face of the earth, which is not cool, terrible. And the British sort of retaliated to the Germans by bombing their cities, whereas Americans never quite did that. It's just that we weren't very accurate with our bombs, despite having the best accuracy of any bomber at the time at that altitude and daylight. From September 7th until the end of the Battle of Britain, only one day was free of German bombardment. Even though the Luftwaffe was focused on civilian targets, these days detachments of Luftwaffe attacked RAF stations within a time. Many other stations, especially the ones in Kent, were not optimal through the last stage of the battle due to damage suffered. Oh, yeah. Alright. Let's get moving. Let's get pressing S. Keyboard is unergonomic design. Okay, let's go to where it wants us. Take a ride to Chief Mechanic Kermit Smuts, I think. Not knowing Polish names at all. Can talk to him. Well, they even care to render hair on the arms. That's cool. Battlefield doesn't do that. That's a thing. Oh, more things to read here. I like them. Give you a bit of background and get you a bit more immersed. And totally optional too, which is interesting. Especially since some of them are tutorialists. Member of the ground crew. Tally, kill score. Oh, okay. Okay, these are basically cheat sheets. Jury German. Hun German, abandoned enemy plane. Belgian identified, but fifth extra dangerous plane. Tally ho, target sighted. Ack. Anti-aircraft guns. Angels, altitude in thousands of feet. Hurry back, Hawker Hurricanes. Split, Submarine Spitfire. Measure, Messerschmitt BF-109. Destroy, Messerschmitt BF-110. I think that's a heavy fighter. I think that's definitely a heavy fighter. That's one of my favorite planes. Flying Pencil, Donier, Do-17. I totally mispronounced that because my mouth must be weird the last couple months. Glasshouse, Enkle, 111. Release, being able to leave the station. Okay, that makes sense. Available waiting at the station readiness, waiting at the dispersal point, stand by, awaiting conflict scramble, fast takeoff, and collect American. Okay, that's really good. Not many flying games care to explain fighter lingo, since these guys are British and European. It's it's use different lingo than the Americans would. That's good that they really explain that. Okay, before we talk to you, let's grab all the stuff. They want to go in there. 360. Turning this on this bicycle sucks. Try the Tornado. Get off. They go. Yep. Okay, fine. Have your way, bicycle. Mechanics. Michael. Mitsu, Michael. Swan, Steinwick. Guest 1652216. Brazil Nuts. Knights. Nuddles. Yeah, terribly wrong. Check Epps. Warren. Trina's Pickin. 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 Fowler. Chloe V. Bleski. James O'Malley. You got one right at least. Aircraft industry has made a lot of progress during the war, even despite the fact it was a long time target for the enemy. British factories producing aircraft were dispersed throughout the island to reduce chance of industry being crippled after one or two attacks by enemy bombers. They must not do this. Or they didn't, or didn't matter. Shadow factories were established to meet urgent need for more aircraft. The term shadow was not related to secrecy or mystery, but rather to the idea of protected environment where aircraft constructors received support from the people from the modern industry. This allowed transfer technology and implemented additional manufacturing capacity. The dispersal scheme of this industry further reduced the risk of damage from Luftwaffe bombers. Need one more. Are you guarding it? Ah, sure. The Browning, the .303 Browning does a job well. 8 of them. That is a punch. Is it the 30 cal or the 50? I forgot, but you can actually equip your Spitfire or Hurricane with all 50 cals if you want, which is amazing. Instead of the junk which you usually equip, which are rifles, which are automatic rifles and a cannon. Who needs a cannon? We got 450s. And you got tons of more ammo too. I mean, come on. And range and all that. Hello. Hello.
Sergeant, I already set it to Major Krasnodemsky, and I will repeat it to you. We are stocked well enough.
Unlimited planes?
Ha! No! But the crew boys and I will do whatever it takes to make you fly. And if there is any time at hand, you may all make some personal wishes.
You mean custom tailoring of the aircraft?
Come straight to me and I will see what I can do. I can replace or upgrade some of the components, but usually customization comes at a price. Improvement of one parameter makes the aircraft less potent in another domain.
It's all just a matter of personal preference, good sir. After I test Hurricanes in the actual combat, I will have mine defined.
Good.
Indeed.
Come see me when you know what you need.
Alright,
I
50
already
cals.
know one thing. The guns need to be harmonized. We may be shooting stationary targets today, so pick the best one for the job, please.
Sure thing.
Alright. This is the cool part. And what makes this vastly different than most other flying games.
With my eyes closed.
Close or far? That's too far.
He'll be happy.
That's cool. It's also like car mechanic. Or car mechanic simulator. You think here? I want to do a 360 at edge. Okay, let's keep moving. Where's my bike? There's my bike. Unless they're really just over there. Wish that the to talk to things wasn't so close up. It works, but still. I almost thought I had to brake. Hello? Oh, that guy. 360.
Would you believe it? They called us the worst case in history. Let me rewrite that history they are speaking of.
Now that you've mentioned it, you still have the diary of yours, right? You write down everything that happened to you since last year.
Of course. Should I be forced to drop my lunch or the diary, I would rather starve than lose my scribblings.
Let us hope you will not run out of food, but only out of paper one day.
Let us hope we will run out of war sooner.
Yeah. Ferk, alright. 360. Yeah, the thing is, I'm running. There's a coin underneath, like, mouse pad. I use a coin for Steam cards. There we go, much better. 360, much better. Let's try this again. 180. 360. Oh, failed.
Sergeant Franciszek has crashed his plane because he tried to land it without extending the landing gear. What is wrong with you and your understanding of even the basics of training?
Yeah, you're not an A10.
Forbes.
Oh yes, that old Martinet wants everything done by the book. He's unable to admire the uncanny. What's worse, Kellett was right behind him, nodding sarcastically.
Forgetting about landing gear is uncanny, huh? A retractable gear in fighters is a new thing for us. Unlike us, the Brits were brought up in countries with modern planes growing on the trees.
Come on, Marco.
Don't be unfair, my friend. The Polish aircraft at the time were also said to be modern.
Yes, a decade ago. Still, the hurricanes may be growing on the trees here, but harvest is poor. Try to remember about the undercarriage next time, good ship. It is vital for us not belly land. Consider the war effort, or Forbes will get you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. When you belly land in a prop fighter, you kind of will lose the prop, and those are expensive. Gain a plane, start mission. Nice, that's fine. Or mine's in the hangar. No, this one, alright. Okay, realistic. Realistic means cockpit, which is fine. Also means that you have. That means you have roll. A very quiet takeoff. Is it supposed to do that? Maybe.